Hello everyone, thank you for watching. So obviously I can't get enough of being in nature and being in the sun. I love what it does to my skin. Anyway, but I'm recording this video to discuss the new moon in Leo. So this new moon in Leo is all about igniting your inner willpower. New moons mark the beginning of a new lunar cycle. The moon's energy has decreased completely. I have my notes just in case anybody listens during. So, we journal. So anyway, new moons mark the beginning of a new lunar cycle. The moon's energy has decreased completely. We haven't been able to see the moon for the past few days because it's been waning. It decreased in energy. And now the energy is starting to build up again towards the full moon, right? So that's when we start to experience the moon in these phases of waxing, when that energy is building towards the full moon. During this time, when the moon's energy has decreased and we can't see it in the sky, the universe invites us to plant seeds and establish new beginnings in our lives. So with this new moon in the sign of Leo, the collective themes or the energy that everybody is feeling and experiencing at this time are ones that highlight our passion, our creativity, our courage, and our loyalty towards one another. It's important for us to really step into the fullest expression of ourselves, and I love it with this Venus retrograde, with the sun being in Leo. I've been seeing a lot of people post videos displaying their craft, displaying just knowledge, wisdom, sharing themselves, rapping, singing, doing whatever. So it's beautiful to see everybody kind of gaining that confidence, feeling the collective energy, and stepping out and doing things that they probably haven't done before. Things that, this doesn't really come easy to us because technology is not like a natural thing. We have to learn and teach ourselves to be comfortable with it and to be seen, because when we post these videos and pictures, millions of people all over the world can see them, So I know that's hard for a lot of us. So it's important that we step into the fullest expressions of ourselves, and we're expressing ourselves authentically so that the millions and thousands of whoever that may come across our videos can feel and receive whatever message that they need to receive. Because although this kind of technology isn't necessarily natural, although all the components of your iPhone are crystals and things that mimic, the minerals in your body. But anyway, although it's not necessarily natural, it has made globalization kind of smaller. It's made the fact that we can connect to other people in different countries so much faster and quicker and right at the palm of our hand, which was not available to us. So there's a lot of benefit in that, especially when we're expressing ourselves authentically, because we tell other people it's okay for them to embrace who they are and express themselves authentically. So be playful, be loving, be kind-hearted during this time. These are the positive attributes or the skillful attributes of the sign of Leo. Be honorable, be noble, be royal, and dignified at this time, and wear clothes that make you feel royal, wear clothes that make you feel dignified. Step into your role as a leader. Your job may not be to lead people online. Your job may not be to lead people in your community. It may just be to lead your family or to lead your siblings. Your job may be just to lead your friend group, or the people at your job. It doesn't have to be on a grand scale, but you want to connect to yourself and your soul's essence so that you know that you're walking in your purpose and you're doing whatever it is that you need to be doing as a leader, because we're all leaders, because we all have Leo somewhere in our charts. We all have reasons for us to be honorable. We all have reasons for us to be dignified and noble and to be treated like royalty. So you want to connect with those energies and start to align yourself with that frequency, because that's what the energy of the universe is vibrating on right now. And you want to be in tune with the universe, because then you're in tune with unconditional love and abundance and your birthrights and spiritual protection and all these beautiful things, right? So we talked about the skillful attributes of the sign of Leo. Again, being honorable, noble, being playful, loving, kind-hearted, stepping into your fullest expression of self, being authentic. Some of the unskillful attributes of the sign of Leo, or things that you kind of want to detach from at this time. So when you're doing your shadow work, during these phases, when you're journaling, when you're noticing your unconscious desires during these periods. You want to connect to that part of yourself that maybe is displaying these unskillful attributes of Leo, because this new moon is granting you a blank slate to detach from those qualities and start to embrace new beginnings as being somebody who's dignified or noble or whatever the fuck. So some attributes are unskillful attributes of Leo that you want to detach from: being self-centered, being vain, being conceited, being selfish, being controlling, being arrogant, and doubting your own creative abilities. A lot of times we use our ego to belittle other people because of the shoes that we have and the clothes or whatever, you know. It all started in grade school. And I just had this thought the other day, like, somebody's parents had to tell, you know, that little kid, or like, you know, just tell a child that they're better than somebody else because of what they have on. You know, that's how that starts, you know. So you want to make sure, because Leo rules over children, that we're raising the confidence of not only ourselves but the children, despite what we have to wear, despite all this materialistic bullshit that's going on in this world. You want to use your ego to empower yourselves and other people. When you're being self-centered, when you're being vain, conceited, and selfish, you're using your ego to disempower other people. You're using your ego to belittle other people, and that's not gonna last in this world that we're moving into. You know, the energy that the planet is moving into, people aren't fucking with that no more. We want unconditional love. We want to help other people. We want to show love and vibrate all on the same frequency, despite what another person has on, or despite how much money they have. So you want to use your ego in a new way during this time. And how can we do this? How do we shift our perspective and connect to these higher frequencies or these skillful attributes of the sign of Leo? Cleansing, clearing, and activating our energy centers. First and foremost, our solar plexus. Your solar plexus is located a few inches above your navel center, so your belly button, right? Your solar plexus is activated by the mantra, I do. And I think, I'm not too sure, but you can chant the mantra Ram too for the solar plexus. I don't have this written down, but I know the affirmation. If you want to craft your own affirmations that start with the phrase I do, that's going to empower your solar plexus chakra. So I do understand my purpose and my role on this planet. I do feel confident when I step out in public. I do feel confident when I make these videos for other people. I do feel confident when I'm sharing my craft and when I'm teaching other people these wonderful affirmations. Like, whatever comes to mind, you want to start to craft those affirmations for yourself. That's going to help cleanse, clear, activate, and empower your solar plexus chakra. You can do meditations where you visualize the energy in your solar plexus chakra, and visualize maybe a white light or a yellow light here or a golden light here. You can visualize detaching from things, because our solar plexus is typically the area where etheric cords start to attach to us. They can attach to other energy centers as well, but I'm gonna get into just how we feel the solar plexus in our physical bodies and how we can feel those attachments there. But the two energy centers that are primarily being activated during this time are your solar plexus and your heart chakra, because your solar plexus is a gateway to your heart chakra. So the heart chakra affirmations start with I love. So you want to craft your own affirmations that start with I love. I love myself. I love my siblings. I love my family. I love nature. I love my connection to the divine. I love my path. I love my purpose. I love the work that I'm doing in this realm. So those are just a few that I like. And then gratitude, because gratitude is like the best energy you can be in. Leo rules joyfulness, positivity. Leo rules empowering yourself and others, things that are good, you know. The sun brings happiness, it brings life, it brings new growth. So you want to connect to gratitude, because gratitude is going to connect you to that energy of new growth, or that energy of joy, that energy of positivity, that energy of happiness, that energy of just being content regardless of what's going on. So if you can't find at least 3 things every single day to write down what you're grateful for, at least find one thing. And that's going to also help us connect to that unconditional love frequency. So that's where you start to have that channel, that gateway between your chakras, where the solar plexus is allowing you to gateway and access the heart chakra, right? So I have some notes. So this is from August 17th, 2022, right? So at the top I wrote Angie Latham, Angie, and then last name is Latham. So I don't know who she is, but this is from this time last year. This is a notebook. It says number 14. I don't know if y'all can see it. I was like keeping these notebooks and just writing down hella information. So as I was like preparing the information for this video, something told me to check this notebook. So as we're talking about the heart center, I don't know if she wrote this or if this is some shit I wrote, so I threw her name out there just in case, because, you know, people credibility for their shit. But anyway, it says connect to the heart center. The heart center acts as a high-speed train to help you solve problems and heal. This is how you become the observer and stay neutral. The heart chakra is ruled by the air element, so you use sound, tone, frequency in order to connect to your heart chakra. Frequency does not require the mind to process it. When you hear music, it feels good because it feels good and it's connecting to the frequencies and the energy in your body, not because your mind is really processing what's going on. Half the time, we're bumping our heads to the beat before we even recognize the lyrics that are being said. You understand? So, the frequency of unconditional love connects us to the heart without the mind getting in the way. Connect to the frequency of unconditional love. Your body can feel it. That is the soul's light, soul's essence. Connect to it first. So this is the future of medicine, energy, and sound frequency healing, heart-based healing. As the frequency of the planet rises, time starts to speed up. Beings have to ascend and meet this frequency. We no longer have time to go through the old processes of healing and connecting. I think this lady, because she was a quantum healing hypnosis therapist. So I think it's something I got from her, whoever she is, whenever I was watching this last year. Angie Latham. But yeah, as the energy of the planet starts to speed up, things are changing. So it's important for us to connect to the heart. We have to connect with our lower chakras, ground our lower chakras, ground our lower energy centers in order to move into those higher energy centers and into this heart space. So as you want to connect to the body first, this is my notes. This is September 4th, 2022. So this is something I wrote in my journal last year. So it's connect with the body. First, you must be grounded. You must be safe and secure. This is your root chakra. Then you must allow yourself to feel. That's the sacral chakra. You cannot feel deeply if you don't feel safe to feel. You cannot love if you don't feel safe to love. You have to be grounded in that first energy center before you start to move up. If you are always worried, scared, anxious, if you don't have this part of yourself under control, you have no foundation, and your love will only come through the lens of fear, worry, and anxiousness, and eventually just graduate to control and manipulation. You'll feel as though you must control the circumstances, the people, and manipulate everything to your liking in order to feel safe and to feel comfortable. So as we're moving in this time where we're working primarily with the solar plexus chakra at this time, again, you always want to make sure that your other energy centers, your root and your sacral, are grounded. You want to make sure that when you're starting to empower yourself and that when you're feeling this confidence and when you're wanting to share love with others, that you're not doing it from a place of vainness or self-centeredness. And that's by making sure that you feel safe and secure, that you understand and you really feel the energy and the vibration of love. Like I said, if you can't feel safe and secure, you will not feel safe to feel loved or to be loved and to give and receive love, you know. So you want to make sure that you're grounded in those other energy centers as to not throw your solar plexus out of whack. So like I said, the solar plexus and the heart chakra are the main energy centers that we want to cleanse, clear, and activate during these times. So this is an excellent time for inner child healing or inner teenager healing at this time as well. Start to connect to the parts of you that felt disempowered, the parts of you that felt like you weren't loved or that you didn't feel confident to be who you were, and start to revisit those moments, those memories from your childhood, and big up yourself. Tell yourself you love yourself. Anytime that you can remember that you just can't get out of your brain, when somebody made fun of your shoes or your outfit, or when you just felt disempowered or you didn't feel strong and confident, you want to revisit those moments with purposeful intention and send love to those parts of you, because those ages, as we get older, they don't disappear. They still make up who we are. So we want to make sure we're continually integrating every part of ourselves, and do things that your inner child loves to do. Paint, sing, laugh, draw. People always say, I can't sing, I don't know how to sing. But when we were kids, nobody had that sentiment. Everybody felt like they was Beyonce and they could sing. Don't lose that part of yourself, even if you are fucking tone deaf. You know what I'm saying? Like, still sing for yourself. Show yourself love in these ways that made you happy as a child, because that inner child is still there. Those parts of you are still there. It doesn't go anywhere. And y'all start to see how repetitive it gets as we continue to go through these cycles. Yes, there are upgrades. Yes, there are ascensions. Yes, there are different things happening as the years and the time go on. But we are in a matrix. So we're really just trapped in the same loops over and over and over again until we ascend and break free. When our solar plexus feels out of balance, right, this affects our digestive system. So that's when a lot of people, when you feel anxious, when you feel worried, it affects your nervous system, right? And your nervous system is directly connected to your digestive system. So some people, before before they have to perform, their stomach might start acting up, or before they have to get on stage, like, a lot of people get nervous and stuff, and it affects your body in different ways. Some people won't stop talking, some people can't stop shaking, some people feel like they need to isolate, or just feel so overstimulated and so anxious that they just just get mad and rage out on everybody. So you want to make sure that you're just being aware of the times when you feel overstimulated, when you feel anxious, when you feel worried, because then your solar plexus is starting to feel out of balance. So you want to give yourself power in those moments. And you want to make sure that you're eating foods that support your digestive system. I'm in the process of shifting my diet. I don't know which way, but if anything, vegetarian sounds nice, because I know that dairy, although a lot of people fear it, can be very good for your gut. Probiotics can be very, very good for your gut. So don't be afraid to go to the natural source, even if it's an animal, to get these things. Or just find, honestly, what works best for you. Because I'm just noticing today, my digestive system is really on edge, and any little thing is going to send me the wrong way into the bathroom. So I'm just making sure that I'm keeping this center clear, and I'm making sure I'm eating foods that are empowering me and foods that are helping me feel strong, confident. And as we continue through these notes, right? As I said before, the solar plexus is the gateway to the heart chakra. So the solar plexus also aids in manifestation, because the solar plexus is our ability to will things into the universe. This is our willpower, how we will things into the universe, y'all. And I'm probably gonna, because I know I have some notes in my phone somewhere that I was breaking this shit down, and the different chakras that involved into manifestation and how we draw things into this reality. But solar plexus definitely represents your willpower, because it's your inner fire. And it's when we're dealing with Leo or the fire signs in general, because all the fire signs are going to relate to the solar plexus. This is your drive, your ambition, what keeps you going, So you want to make sure that you're empowering this part of yourself, and that you feel your drive, that you feel encouraged to be on earth and to fulfill some type of mission or purpose, because we're not here for no reason, right? In the heart, okay, so it says solar plexus also aids manifestation as well as the heart chakra. When you can will things into the universe through the solar plexus, you start to open up into the heart and realize that abundance is yours, right? I want to turn the camera and show y'all. All this green is representative of the heart chakra. What could I do with all this land. Like, if I could just show y'all this fucking park, you know what I'm saying? This is all God has to offer you. All of this is yours. When you think about all the green scenery all over the world, all of this is yours. So when you start to will things into the universe, your solar plexus is clear. You feel confident to have everything that you deserve. You understand your birthrights. You understand why you're here on this planet. You're walking in your purpose confidently. You're expressing your authentic self. And you just have so much love for who you are, your purpose, and your unique self-expression. That's what I feel my heart like doing things right now. Like, that opens up your heart and allows you to draw in everything that you desire, you know. So when these centers are blocked, we start to feel stuck, and we feel stuck in repetitive cycles. So when the solar plexus and the heart chakra are blocked, we cannot see more. We cannot speak our truth. We cannot see more. We don't know that there's more out there for ourselves. So we stay in these lower chakras of feeling unsafe, feeling insecure with ourselves, feeling like we don't have a right to feel pleasure with the sacral chakra, and those lower, I guess, attributes or those lower characteristics displayed when those chakras are out of balance. When we start to feel like we're undeserving, when we start to feel like we have no place on this planet, we stay stuck here and we stay in these cycles that involve our lower chakras. And it made me think about the movie They Cloned Tyrone. I promise you I'm gonna stop talking about this movie, but you know, even the colors that they were wearing in the movie were representative of the lower chakras, except for Tyrone or Fontaine, because he had that green on. And it was really showing us that, you know, when they were stuck in that trap, once they realized everything was all fucked up, what'd they do? They went right back to doing what they were doing, right? Pimping, hoeing, selling drugs. It wasn't until the girl got in trouble, when she was actually trying to rise up from those lower chakras, right? When that green or that heart chakra was activated within Fontaine, because that love that he had for her, just for the mission to save them, is what made them go back out there. And they were able to rise above. And at the end of the movie, he's like, you know, what do you guys want to do now? He's like, maybe we can actually go to Memphis and see the world. And, you know, I just had this experience in Jamaica, and that's kind of like what my life had been like for the past few years, where I was just stuck in these repetitive cycles and these lower chakra attributes of myself, or these lower self attributes. And I was just living in a way that wasn't just empowering myself, and I couldn't see more. I couldn't see past the cycles that I was trapped in, because the trap is not exclusive to the hood, you know what I'm saying? It's cycles of the mind, and yoga is called samskara. So it's cycles of the mind that we start to get stuck in, and it's hard for us to see past them. But once you do, you're able to experience more. You're able to experience and see the world and travel. Because what else is there to do? You know, while you on Earth, empower others, travel around the world. What else is there to do? You know, people who have millions and millions of dollars, they do all these things and they still feel unfulfilled, right? Because there's nothing on this plane that could really help open and activate what we're trying to connect to here. So I'm done with all these tangents, right? I'm about to wrap this video up. Some things that can help support you and align you with the energy of this new moon in Leo at this time. I got herbs, rituals, activities, or different colors you can wear to align us with this frequency of the new moon. So I have this beautiful, I think it's like a citrine, beautiful, beautiful orange. So it helps to just empower your solar plexus. You can place it on your energy centers. You can place it on your third eye. And when you start to get attuned to your energy field, you'll feel like the space where your third eye, have y'all ever, like, you rub your hands really fast, and then you'll feel the energy between your hands, and you can start to play around with it, make it bigger. You can visualize what it looks like, and you can also use your crystals over those energy centers. And you know, left is receiving, the right is what we're giving out. So yeah, citrine. Pyrite is a good one. I don't have that here. I have a clear quartz here. I have pneumite for some shadow work, some clearing of thought forms, and things like that. Cinnamon, chamomile, ginger, peppermint, lemon balm, star anise. These are all some wonderful herbs that are going to help align you with this frequency and help settle the energy of your digestive system or your solar plexus. Burdock root is another good one. Holy basil is a good one. If you're cooking, you can cook with cayenne or cumin. Those are all really good herbs to use and invite into your life at this time. Candle gazing would be an excellent thing to do at this time. So just lighting a candle, focusing your energy, your intention, your willpower, whatever you're trying to manifest into this world, you can just stare into the candle and allow it to be drawn towards you. It's going to help focus your mind and get you in that subconscious state so that you're one with the universe. And when you're aligned with the universe, it's so easy to manifest. And it's just a really nice way to practice meditation if you have a hard time quieting your mind, candle gazing, because you're dealing with fire, so you're dealing with the energy of Leo, a fixed fire sign. Mirror work is excellent, so staring in your mirror, saying affirmations, big up in yourself, loving on yourself while you talk in the mirror is excellent at this time. Boost your confidence. You can do mirror work with a candle. You can mix it up. You can Google or just meditate and allow your intuition and your higher self to tell you what to do at this time. You want to deal with the colors gold, yellow, red, orange, and white. Eat foods or fruits, vegetables that deal with these colors. And understand that wildfires allow room for new growth. So this is not just, the fire that we're receiving at this time is invigorating us and igniting our willpower while purifying us and burning away anything that no longer serves us, anything that is standing in our way from being confident and truly expressing who we are. And lastly, what I have here is tapas. So tapas is a ethical principle. So of course my phone overheated, y'all. Let me wrap this up, right? So we're talking about some yoga terminology. There are 8 limbs in yoga, right? The first limb consists of the yamas and the niyamas, which are 10 ethical principles to help us live a peaceful life amongst our family, our community, and our friends, etc., etc. So tapas is a part of the niyamas, and the yamas and the niyamas are different for their reasons. There's 5 and 5, etc., etc. I'm gonna because now that I'm doing it and like brushing past it, I'm like, I should share more. I'm a yoga teacher, but I wasn't prepared. I wanted to talk more about the astrology and this new moon energy. So when we're talking about one of the niyamas, tapas relates to, like, it literally translates to the word fire or heat, and it's known as discipline or a spiritual discipline. But it's the way that we really discipline our energy. So it's our inner fire, our inner heat, and how we discipline and cultivate this energy with focused intention in order to fulfill our desires, right? Our heart's desires. So that's that gateway from the heart to the solar plexus. So I have written down here, discipline, use of energy, our focused, intentional way of directing our energy. So this discipline, think of it more as having enough respect for yourself to make choices that truly nourish your well-being and provide opportunities for expansive growth. So it's not a hard-earned discipline where a set of rules like you can't do certain things and you can't hang out with certain people. No, it's just making choices to make choices that help you empower other people, that help you boost your confidence, to make choices that help you encourage the respect that you have for yourself and your self-worth. So lastly, I want y'all to set positive intentions for what you are calling in with this new moon. Embrace your confidence, embrace your inner power, because we all have power. We all have the ability to change our lives and to rewrite our story to create a new reality for ourselves. So ignite your passion and start to direct your energy towards a fulfilled future. What is going to help you feel the most fulfilled at this time? How can you use your energy not only to fulfill yourself, your passions, your dreams and your goals, but maybe to set yourself up in a way where you can help other people, you know, and just have a ripple effect and just change the whole world, right? So thank you. Please let me know what you think about this video. Share your thoughts about this new moon. I will be answering story replies and possibly going live tonight or tomorrow. So y'all hit me up, all right?